Hi, I'm Heidi Lestraco. I'm one of the co-creators, along with Renee Collender, of the Speak for Yourself app for the iPad. It's an AAC app that we made for the iPad. So I am making this video to tell you about the Speak for Yourself Lite version, which was just released on May 3rd, 2012. And I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of the background of the thinking when we made this light version, what we had in mind. What we did is we made it so that it could be like an evaluation tool as speech language pathologists and AAC consultants who are still working in the field every day with children. We have been in that position where we want to try something out, but we have to get a lot of approvals in order to purchase it. So we wanted to make a light version that, as speech language pathologists, you can actually use as an evaluation tool, but also if a parent or a teacher or another professional or a friend of the family who you know of someone who is not able to communicate, anybody can download it at no cost and try it out. So what we did is we, of course, limited the field, but what our intent was to make it where you can actually try it and do an evaluation with it, an AAC evaluation with it, and modify it to a specific individual and what their needs and wants and likes and preferences and motivators and all of those things are, and also get a feel for, first of all, how the app functions. And secondly, if the child's able to access or the adult is able to access the size of the buttons, the cells, if they're able to activate it and make it say something. Just as a side note, there is a key guard, a Speak for Yourself key guard that's available through lasered picks. So if there are some fine motor issues, because the size of the buttons are small, but if there are some fine motor issues, then that can be ordered through laser picks for the individual to be able to access this size cell if a key guard is helpful to them. So what we did is when you first download the Speak for Yourself Lite version, what it'll do is you'll get a screen that looks like this. So you have the I and you pronouns, and then you also have the eat, drink, and want. We chose those three words because those are usually the largest motivators, and we were finding that vocabulary is what we were starting with a lot of the time just to get a child to buy into something. We chose want because we were thinking that you could put anything under want. Anything that they may want, if when you actually look at it and it's preloaded, the words we have under here are squeeze and music. So you can change those. So what we did is on each of these secondary screens under these items, you can modify it, you can edit it, you can use all of the functions that you would be able to use in the full version of the Speak for Yourself app. You can take a picture, you can choose from the library of the 11,000 Smarty symbols to put whatever that child's preference is in there. Just if you look very closely at music right here, you'll notice that there's a period after it. The reason that we did that is because the app does not allow for duplicate words. So what's going to happen is if you put in music without the period, it's going to flag you that music is already in there and it's located under the main screen word here, the core word here. So what we did is we wanted to make sure that there was a way where you could actually put something in here and have it be duplicated, because the word here is not going to speak in the light version. So you can put, if there's something that you get flagged that comes up, music, if you get flagged for something as a duplicate, what you want to do is put a period after it. We don't recommend doing this once the child's using it as a communication device, because the reason that we flag the duplicate words is so that it's not in more than one place and they learn one consistent way to get to that word. So that is under there. You're also able to use all of these editing functions up here. So you can turn on Babel and kind of see how that looks, and that opens the entire screen up for you with all of the vocabulary. Now the only problem and not necessarily a problem. It's because it's a light version. But the way that it works is if you touch one of these buttons, it's going to flag you that it's not available in the light version, or what it actually says is that it in the full version, it would go to a screen of related vocabulary. So just to let you know that that's what's going to happen. That's what that means, that it's just not in there. The ones when you first download the light version, those 5 buttons that are open at that point are fully functional, and it will remind you if you hit something that's not. It will tell you which of the words you would need to go under if you want to actually be able to use the app in the way that it's functional. So we can close out of here, and of course you can turn Babel off. You can also open and close vocabulary. So for example, if you're doing an evaluation with the child and you're like, well, this is great, they're able to say eat and they're able to say drink, let's see if I added a few other buttons here. Are they still going to be able to go back and find those ones that were motivating for them, that they were able to, use before, the things that they were able to ask for? And you can, you could add vocabulary, and also just to get a feel of how the app works. Because if you have a child who keeps, of course I hit one that's working.
Snack.
And those things you can change also to fit a child's preferences. So, if you don't want the child to keep hitting buttons here that are then getting flagged with that warning, but just if you did want to add some things and see if they could still pick out if they were really enjoying the snack they were eating, or if they really wanted you to keep squeezing them or running or tickling or playing music, whatever it was that you found was motivating for them. You could, open everything up and see if they're able to still locate where it is. You're also able to change the voices. And I'm just giving a quick overview here because there are videos on YouTube detailing how to do all of these things for the Speak for Yourself app. So if you look here, you can change the voices here to whatever you want under that little daisy icon. There's also a programming guide in here. So if there's a question that you have about programming, you can take a look at that. And you can lock the settings so that the child's not able to do anything. There's also this texting feature, and in this SFY-Lite version, you are able to text to any other iDevice. So you can actually try out the texting portion of the app as well. Okay, so I think that about covers it. I am going to close the rest of this vocabulary that I opened, except for the ones that work. Okay, and just so you can kind of see and get an idea, on each of the pages on these secondary screens, you can open the vocabulary as well. So if you go here and you go to open, you can open any of this vocabulary also, but remember the only ones on these secondary screens that are going to work are these ones that are lit up right now. And the position's the same, so it's going to be whatever that core word is, and then those 2 buttons in the same place on the secondary screen. So we really hope that this proves to be a wonderful evaluation tool, and that everyone is able to get an idea of exactly how the Speak for Yourself app works, and decide if it's something that is going to work for the individual that you're considering it for. Okay, so we're really excited about it. We're thrilled about the release. We're so glad, and we appreciate your patience. We know everybody's been very anxious to have a light version, so we're so thrilled to be able to do it and release it, and we love to hear your feedback. So please go to our website, go to our Facebook page. It's all, and that's all accessible through the app also. And I'm sorry, that's one of the things that I did forget to say. If you look right up here, you can actually contact us. If you click on this Contact SFY, that's actually going to pull up an email, and you can send us an email right from your iPad. And you could also link here to buy the full version if it's something that you're interested in, or you can go directly to the App Store. But this little link will take you, if you have a Wi-Fi connection, it'll take you right to the App Store. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to get out of the email. So I think that's all. If there's anything else that you have a question about, anything more that you'd like to know about the light version or the full version of the Speak for Yourself app, like I said, please email us or contact us through Facebook or our website. Thank you so much. Good luck, and we can't wait to hear from you.